first workout is here. It is a Wednesday workout. It's a little bit challenging, just the way we like it. So this is the warm-up for 40120. We're going to start with 20 speed skaters. This is a new warm-up. It's relatively simple. It's not that hard to complete. If you need a reference point, think of Olympic skaters, the way they go around the ice rink. So what we're really looking for here is the transfer of weight from one side to the other. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer weight all the way to one leg. The opposite leg is going to go behind that leg as we kind of balance. And then we're going to quickly transfer back to the other side and bounce. All right, so speed skater, again, think of Olympic speed skater. So basically it looks like this as a warm-up. The faster we do it, obviously, the more of a warm-up it is. You get the idea. All right, right from there, after we do 20 of those, we're gonna do 20 single leg deadlifts. So the way a single leg works, one leg's gonna stay straight, the other one is gonna go out straight behind you. The opposite hand from whichever leg is gonna stay straight. So if my left leg is gonna stay straight, my right arm is going to be the one touching the ground so that I have counterbalance. The other way we counterbalance is we take that back leg out as straight as we can. So it looks like this. As we bend, that leg comes up. This leg stays as relatively straight as I can and back to a standing position. Switch legs and back up. Obviously, the more you do those, the better you will feel. 20 of those, and we're going to go back to 20 of the speed skaters. Another set of 20 of the single leg deadlifts. We're going to follow that up with some dynamic stretching. What we mean by dynamic stretching is that we're not locking ourselves into a position. You can move a little bit, that's kind of the idea. I'm going to do my dynamic stretches onto the equipment that we need today, which is, all you need today is a wall ball, a dumbbell or a kettlebell, and a box. So I'm going to do my stretches since we're doing step-ups to this box. It's 40120, the actual workout itself, we're going to break it down for you real quick. So couplet, meaning 2 exercises, but it's going to be 2 parts of 2 exercises, if that makes sense. So first couplet is going to be 30 reps, then 20 reps, then 10 reps of each. The first 2 reps are going to be 30 reps of a calorie row. Obviously, we understand most of you don't have a rower or a bike at home. If you do, awesome, use that for this workout. If not, the first modification that we're going to offer for this is substituting a run. So we're going to have an 800-meter run for the 30 reps of the calorie row. Then we'll go down to a 400-meter run for the 20 reps, and finally a 200-meter run for the 10 reps. Again, can't stress this enough. I would really strongly advise that you go mark off 200 meters or 400 meters in your neighborhood or on your driveway or whatever it is. That way you know the distance and it's set and you can kind of vary off of that. So for this workout, what I would do, 800 meters, come back in. I'm going to go right to my 30 reps of dumbbell step-ups. For the dumbbell step-ups, you can hold them in whatever position you want. So I can hold them down at my side, put them up on my shoulder, hold them in front of me, whatever I want to do, alternate hands. We're going to step up to our object, and that's it. All right, guys? Steel height would be 24 inches for men, 20 inches for women. We go down to 20 and 18 for iron, and then bronze, whatever we got. If it's a chair, if it's a bench, whatever we're using. So 30 reps of that, 20 reps of that, 10 reps of that. Once you finish that couplet, we switch it up. It goes 10, 20, 30. So now we're going to alternate dumbbell snatches. For these, you've all done these. We want that dumbbell position in our middle, directly between our feet. We're going to squat down to that dumbbell, nice high pull from the ground. So standing and pulling high, and then we're transitioning that weight to overhead. All right, alternating meaning once we do 1 rep, we can either transition on the way down or take the weight all the way to the ground, transition, knock out the next rep. So dumbbell snatches, here, and here. Lock that arm out. Followed up by wall balls. So 10 reps, dumbbell snatches, 10 reps of wall balls. And finally, the keep your change for 40120, we have single arm overhead squats. The trick for these, you can really hold the dumbbell however you want, whether you turn it outside in like hammer grip, you post it straight up, or you can even drape it like this. The problem, or the challenge I should say, is making sure that we keep our arm locked out as much as possible the entire time. The tendency that we're gonna see is that as we start to squat, our arm starts to break and the weight starts to squat with us. So what we really need for that is a fully locked out arm, probably a little bit wider stance, make sure we engage our hips back so that we get good form here. Squat down, maintaining that locked out position. We're gonna do max reps in 2 minutes of single arm overhead squats.